Oceans Round Table.
Well, welcome to another session of Oceans Roundtable. Today we have Matt with us. We're going to speak about AI and building faster software, which is pretty cool. So this is one of the biggest shifts, right? Like it's happening very fast, changing from AI that only assists to AI that actually executes. So Matt has some ideas and Matt's team has built great products. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that, but just a little bit of preamble. Matt is the CEO of Rosvelt. It's a platform designed to turn products into real tickets, and then from the tickets execute real product, which is pretty amazing. But before we start, if you enjoy our conversations about AI, about software development, make sure to follow us in Oceans Roundtable. We bring founders, we bring builders, we bring leaders of the industry to share what's next. So Matt, welcome to the Roundtable.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here and talk about what we're building at Rosvelt.
Amazing. Thank you. Matt, before we get started, a little bit about yourself, your background. So who are you? What led you to AI and product development?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I'm Matthew. Yeah, I'm part of the funding team of Rosvelt. Before I started Rosvelt, I was working like a software developer. At the beginning of my 15 years old, I started just making some designs in Figma and understanding the whole UX of products. How the engineers, how the designer, how the product managers build real softwares in the market. And I was learning how to do that at the age of 15, 16, more or less. And I started building a startup called Hustling. Hustling was a startup to allow new founders raise money using crypto. The product was simple, was literally just currently the fundraising platform take a lot of the money that the people raise. So we wanted to fix that with hustling. And yeah, I started doing that. Then I started working at a company here in San Carlos in my city. And then I quit the job. And then I started working with AI in companies like Index.fund, into inflation, through Holdex, a company based in Asia. And then I jumped to work with a former as employee. And then I worked with a lot of things across the globe, like freelance. And today, building Rosvelt.
Amazing. Thank you for that intro. That sounds cool. What problem did you see in a way that teams build software that made you think Rosvelt needed to exist?
Right now, it's not like problem ideas. The people don't have like problem ideas. They have like backlog and planning problems. They have also a lot of tools and a lot of features in the backlog, infinite backlog, and they don't know how to ship that faster. So there is a lot of tickets in the backlog. There is a lot of people involved in the product managers, QA, designers. And as a product manager, you need to ask every day how is going the platform. So it's okay because we ship a lot of products in the world using that methodology. But right now, I think it's different because we can do it with AI. I'm not only just the code, but the whole process, the planning, the tickets. The AI can act like a product manager. The AI can act like a QA, and the AI can execute everything. So for a reason, I built Rosvelt.
Amazing. Sounds very interesting. And how did Rosvelt go from an idea to an actual product?
Was funny because like a year ago, more or less, I was working with a former NAS employee, a former NAS engineer, and he bring me an idea, and I was like, "Hey, I'm going to do this in approx 1.5 months or 2 months." And I was doing a lot of things in AI, and I took about five different tools: ChatGPT, Cloud, Superflex, Figma Make, and I took like a lot of tools and I put them in my workflow and I built a whole workflow using different tools. And I remember that I started on Friday. I was a little bit tired, but I was like, I'm going to build this and I'm going to build this in a couple of weeks. So I did the estimation of 1 month, 1.5 months. I was thinking on do it in 2 weeks and I built it in 3 days. Was kind of amazing because I mean, a product, just one developer, I'm not like a senior developer, more or less like mid senior developer. And I was expecting to do it in 2 months and I did it in 3 days. I remember that the client was so surprised because I was like, hey, I already have the product done. And he was like, the design or you already have the backlog done or what? And I was like, okay, let's join in a meeting and you can see the whole platform working. And yeah, he was so surprised, and with that workflow, I was like, okay, I think I can build a whole platform to join those tools and make just one tool to do everything.
Interesting. And do you have anyone else working with you, or it was all alone, or how did this take shape?
As I mentioned, I'm part of the founding team. There is a lot another founders in the table. I have Minor, that is the CTO, is the greatest developer that I ever meet. He is amazing, and he know a lot of things about backend, about system, about architecture. And it's funny because I'm always like, hey, let's build an MVP and let's validate the idea and let's do the whole stuff as quick as possible. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's do that, but let's keep the scalability, let's keep the architecture, and we are fighting always because do those stuff, those kind of things. But yeah, we are making this product very nice, and a few weeks ago we raised a bit of money with another partner, and yeah, we are in the track.
Amazing. That's great to hear. Happy to have you. So, and moving forward to a little bit about what Rosvelt does and why it matters, I would love to see the product in action. But before we go into that, people that are hearing about Rosvelt for the very, very first time, if you had to explain Rosvelt in one simple sentence, how would you describe it?
Okay, I have like two elevator pitch in my mind right now. One is for engineers or technical people, and another one is for not technical people. So for technical people, it's like a Monday plus Lovable in just one platform. So you can put your tickets, you can put your whole backlog and track everything, and the AI will execute the whole platform like Lovable, but instead just have like one stack or one coding language, you can build whatever you want. And for non-technical people, it's like the way that you can turn your idea into a whole planning document and then convert that document into a whole platform already done, no matter what. A mobile application, a web app, application for your Apple smartwatch, or whatever you want.
Perfect. I think that's a perfect summary. Thank you for that. So, what makes Rosvelt different from using a general AI tool or a traditional project management platform? For example, if I'm used to using Jira and I'm used to using, I don't know, Cloud Code, what's the main difference?
Okay, the main difference is that right now you need to have like multiple, as you mentioned, you need to have like multiple accounts in different platforms. So you can build the whole backlog in Jira or Notion. You can connect through NCPs that backlog to Cloud Code, and then you need to connect Cloud Code to Vercel or AWS, and then you need to create using technical skills an environment for testing, and then you need to find a QA developer, and you need to connect a lot of things. As I mentioned at the beginning, I connect like about 5 different tools to build like my workflow, and that is a mess because you have a lot of subscriptions, you have you are spending a lot of tokens, and you are making like a one-to-one conversation with the AI. I prompt, I get an answer. I prompt, I get an answer, and the AI always get out of tokens and to start forgetting the context of the platform, and it's a mess. With Rosbelt, is an all-in-one platform to do that. Yeah,
That's what I mean. My question is: it basically an all-in-one platform to do everything?
yeah,
Project management,
exactly.
product backlog, ticketing, and execution. Perfect. It's
And
pretty
testing.
clear. So what can a user actually do inside Rosvelt? So if I go in, how does it work?
If you want, I can share my screen and I can show you in real time. Should I? Yeah, let me share my screen real
And
quick.
while you share your screen, who gets the most value from Rosvelt today? Is it founders? Is it product teams, CTOs, or is all of them?
All of them, but right now we are focusing on big enterprise companies because they have a very big problem is that they don't know how to implement AI in hundreds of developers. They don't know how to manage the security behind the AI. They don't know how to manage multiple accounts and multiple sessions. And it's a real mess. So right now we have like a acceleration in the product development that is very cool, but we don't have like acceleration in the product managing, in the startup of the things, and it's a mess in that part. So the actual backlog is just accelerated, but not accelerated that much. And with Rosvelt, we can do it. Um, so this is the platform. Is so simple. Right now, I have here a real product that we are building with Rosvelt. And as I mentioned, it's pretty simple. It's like Monday, like Jira, you have tickets, you can create more tickets, you can select the projects, you can put ready or backlog. I'm going to explain this later. The priority, assign tool, label, book, feature, improvement, documentation, or also if it's blocked by another ticket, you can put it, or if it's a parent of another ticket as well, you can put it. Once you have the whole backlog here, you can put the ticket in ready and assign the ticket to Rosvelt, and Rosvelt AI will analyze the whole ticket, will start asking questions like a product manager, will start making connection with other tickets, and will understand the whole code base of your product, and then we'll start working on that. Once I will start working on that, it will generate the whole code, no matter if you are in the desktop app, no matter if you are in a mobile application or a web app. The AI will do everything, and then it will give you the ticket in review. So you can go to the ticket, see the discussions, and see a live preview, the feature that Roswell did. So in this case, I request a social media feed. So right now we have here the feed, and then I want to iterate something. I want to change a color or a size of some text or whatever. I can literally click just this pencil here and to start selecting whatever I want. So for example, I can select here and say, hey, do this title bigger. And the AI will create another ticket subparent of the main feature, and with enough context, we'll do that real quick. And so you can iterate whatever you want in the interface. And once it's done, you can just move it to done, and it will be deployed automatically. So it's the whole part from the backlog to execution to reviewing, and everyone can join a single ticket. For example, build social feed with infinite scroll. Everyone can join this ticket and start making threads. With the threads, if you're a designer, you can mention Figma. Hey, Figma, please use this design, and you can paste the link to build the social feed. Or you are a QA engineer, so you can mention, hey, please /test this feature. So it will start making unit testing, and you can do whatever you want. Or as a product manager, you can just say, hey, summarize this ticket and tell me how it's going. So the whole team can create threads and work in a single ticket without broke other people flows.
This is fantastic. I love it. I just have one question. Does it help me create the tickets, or by me creating a ticket, is it like I'm prompting what I want to do?
Right now, we are building a feature to allow you to create a ticket. So the AI will help you to create the ticket. By the moment, it's just the title and the description of about whatever you want, and it will start making the stuff that you wrote. Or if it's a new project, you can start from scratch. You can put a name of a product. You can put the description, create a multi-tenant platform to allow people create communities. And if you click generate backlog, it will generate the whole backlog, the user stories, and the roads. So the AI will understand the whole pages and subpages, what should be the flow for users, and what is the backlog. As well, you can, using this pencil, you can select whatever you want, and you can change every single ticket or user story or subpage in the platform that you're building. Exactly. That's exactly. We have documentations. You can literally click here, documentation, and you will see how you can create better descriptions, a better title for your tickets. So the AI and Roswell can execute them in the better way, in the best way.
Fantastic. So to summarize, I can create a prompt and start a project from scratch, and it will create tickets. I can get a project that is already existing, an already existing project, and create tickets for that project, and then everybody collaborates and add different things using AI as well to make it faster, change different things. I can bring in or mention other like Figma files or mention tests to do tests. And basically, the project, once everything is ready, move to ready, it's developing and it's done, correct?
Exactly. As well, if you already have a product built like 5 years ago with a lot of legacy features or whatever, you can go literally to connect a project, name that project, and connect your GitHub. So with the GitHub, the code will be connected into the platform, and you can start using Roswell today.
That's fantastic. And what I like about it is that there's still a human review, right? I mean, can create tickets, but it's not going to execute them unless a human reviews them and changes the things that he actually wants to be done. Correct?
The AI makes errors. That's something obvious. The AI always makes error, and you as a person behind the scenes of the product, the AI can do the testing. The AI can do it as a real tester using the platform. But at the end of the day, it will give you a preview, so you can check everything and you can just approve it or change whatever you want before ship to real production environment.
And you mentioned the word shipping. So how close does it actually get to production?
I can show you a real product built in 2 weeks using Roswell. I'm going to put it here real quick. So you can see this platform. This platform was built using Roswell for a company called Buena.org. The founder, Jack Barnett from San Francisco, a very cool guy. He used our company, Roswell, and we use Roswell, the platform, to build this whole platform. So Hontos is the name of this platform, and it's about to allow nonprofit companies to build their own communities. So if I am a nonprofit company, I can build a community platform for my users and for my fans, and allow other communities to create their own communities. So it's a multi-tenant platform. Like we can see in the tickets in Rospo, we can see here build login page using Sopabase, create the feed, create the pools, and do whatever I want. And we are going to see those in live in the platform. So right now we have literally here a feed where we can post whatever we want. We are going to see the post here. We can like, we can comment, we can edit the post, delete, copy the link. We can have like pools that people can vote whatever they want. The administrator can create pools. We have events connected to Zoom, connected to Google Meet. We have members where we can see the all members from this community. We have a chat, a real-time chat, so we can communicate in real time with other members of the community or with people behind the community. We have real-time notifications, so it's a pool is created or is an event is created, we are going to receive a notification. And we have the admin part, and this is very amazing because in the admin part, the people can like change the whole customization of their communities. For example, they can change the logo here, the favicon, the icon here. They can change the theme. For example, I'm going to use this forest. I can save my changes and it will change the forest as well in dark mode. I can do whatever I want. For example, I can change the whole colors here and it will be saved. Also, I can change the font or disable or enable the dark mode. As well, it's connected to email, so it have a API integration with another tool, external tool, so I can send emails. I have a drag and drop system to create my emails and also schedule them, and the same thing, but for CMS. So the administrator can send message and campaign messages to all members of the community, and is as well connected to an external API. So Roswell can do whatever you want. I mean, the imagination is
endless, and
yeah.
and this is impressive. I mean, this is a incredible platform. It has everything and more. And how long did it take to create this? I mean, because normal development, I mean, just seeing it, I would say it took almost a year. But how long did it take building it with Rosvelt?
2 weeks
That's incredible.
from backlog to production.
That's insane. I love it. Great product. Great product. Congratulations. I'm
It
loving
is.
this. So, So yeah, I mean, this is like the kind of conversation that helps us stay ahead of what AI can actually build and the products that are coming along with it. You can follow us in Notion's channels, social media for more practical demos and founder conversations. But now that we've seen the product in action and seeing the real example, I just wanted to close with what's the bigger vision behind Rosvelt? Where are we headed?
Our mission is have the infrastructure to allow the people to create the next million digital products.
Perfect. That's amazing. And for companies that are excited about cautious about AI building software, what would you say to them?
We are in a point of time that we need to adapt or die, I think. And the software development workflow is changing. And I think we need to be at the front of that. And if we don't do that, we are going to be the blockbuster of Netflix. So I think just that.
Where do you think the market is headed or going with AI agents and software execution?
I think that right now the people that build software, I mean, it's okay to build software for people, but I think we need to build software for agents. Because in the future, we don't want to like go to Google Flights or United Airlines or whatever and buy a ticket, but just to say I agent, hey, please search me a ticket, search for the cheaper one, and just buy it. So we need to build the infrastructure to allow agents to do that. So I think that is the future. It's not like create product for people, but create product that would be consumed by the agents.
This is interesting. And do you think that the future of software development is having less people working constantly or better teams with stronger use of AI?
I think better things with a strong use of AI. And as well, I think if you are a junior developer and you don't learn how to use AI, you're lost. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not a lie.
I think everyone now is starting to use at least vibe coding to speed up the process. So I'm in with you. I mean, in Rosvelt is, for what I can understand, is a mix of a lot of tools. Not only vibe coding is basically building everything, which is I like it a lot. So what kind of teams or people would you want to work with, or would you suggest to try out Rosvelt?
I think everyone can join to Roswell and start making some prototypes, start making some MVPs as well. If you are an enterprise and you have an endless backlog and you don't know how to use like AI in every single user in your organization, you can use Roswell. You can invite your whole organization into this platform and start using it. No matter if you're a product manager in a big company, if you want to use Roosevelt, you can do it in your little team, a team of 6, 7, whatever you have. If you're a product manager, you will receive like updates every single day of what's going on, and your whole team can accelerate the the results and can show better KPIs for your leads. So yeah.
Perfect. Just closing here a little bit. What should people remember if it's just one thing or a couple of things about Rosvelt after watching this episode?
I think the things one is that I just turned 22 years old and I'm making a very good product. I think the people say that. And if you are a founder of an entrepreneur, you can do it. You can build 6, 7, 8, 10, 100 products and fail. And you can build just one and make the hit. And for product developers or for technical people, the best way to use AI, it will sound like a little bit hard, but is to get rid of the legacy tools that you have. So avoid use VS Code and to start using Lovable. Get rid of your terminal and to start using RAP or Cloud Desktop. So get rid of your current tools and start using the newest tools that will force you to create and be smarter with AI.
Fantastic. Matt, thank you so much for showing us the product, the story behind it, and the real potential of Rosvelt. What I really like about it is that it doesn't just position AI as another assistant or a brainstorming tool. It's really positions AI as an execution layer, which is, for me, very innovative. For teams with ideas, backlogs, bugs, whatever, I mean, it's unlimited capacity, right? How fast can you actually ship it? Or instead of thinking how much team, how big of a team do we need or how many tools, we need. So you're just basically just mentioning, hey, how fast can we actually get this done, which is fantastic. And if you want to keep discovering products, builders, and ideas shaping the future of tech, follow the Oceans Roundtable and stay connected with what's coming up next. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Oceans Round Table.